You know, this dramatic zoom would be a lot better if you could actually see me. And welcome back to the Create Mod here on Music Free Gaming. It is fabulous to have you here. And I'm sitting up here in my redstone factory because I have all of these holes in my floor that are there because they're full of this gross, ugly glowstone nonsense. And it's time for me to replace them with something cooler. Much, much cooler. Namely, sea lanterns. Because sea lanterns are wonderful. I love sea lanterns. Of course, I kind of have to clear an ocean monument first. So that is going to be the first step to this. I came prepared because I have a potion factory. I have a lot of potions of invisibility. And I'm definitely going to want to take advantage of a few of those because I really do not want to get swallowed up by, well, anything, but particularly all of the nasty, nasty fishy wishies that are over there in the ocean monument. So, I have a potion of invisibility. Oh, I should leave my elytra here too, and my diamond pants, because if I'm going to be invisible, I do not want to have anything that's going to give me away. So I am now armorless, but I am bringing some diving gear with me for once I take care of the guardians. And please tell me I have a flint and steel. Otherwise, I'm going to have to fly back and... Aha! Look! A random shulker box that I forgot to clean out. We are rocking. We are rocking all over the place. All right, this is great. I have got the backside of this, and look, there's an Elder Guardian right there. So this is going to be all sorts of fun. Okay, this just in, those thorns, less fun than they sound. Also, breathing is fun. I'm gonna, oh, no, that's not full of air. TNT does not involve breathing at all, and okay, let's hear it for my calm coolness under pressure. Could you put your thorns away, please? Okay, any day now, that would be great. Sweet. Now, as long as you stay here. Ah, wonderful. All right, that is one down, and I am happy about it. Oh, look, there he is. Wonderful, where's my door? Next thing I want to do is just shoot him. Or he's going to stand right here next to me. We'll give him a minute to quit feeling so thorny, you know? There's nothing worse than standing right next to a thorny fish who doesn't really like you. That ends up going badly for both me and the fish. Okay, I breathe. Okay, breathing is good. Sweet, and he dropped more sponges. Wonderful. So I've got 2 more minutes of mining fatigue. But hey, dead guardians, so awesome. Honestly, I don't expect to need a lot of sponge. Because sponge is one of those things you don't necessarily need a lot of. Here, you know, let's turn up the gamma so y'all can see a little bit better. Oh, jeez, no. Go away. This doesn't concern you. It's just me and my soggy steak. That's right, I've got underwater steak. It is salty and wet and more moist than it has any reason to be. So I'm out here, you can see my base out there in the distance. And the reason I'm out this way, if I free cam up, you'll see a bunch of stuff in this big empty landmass. Part of the reason I'm out here is because I want to show you, if I fly this way, the Guardian Farm, Guardian Farm, soon to be Guardian Farm, is right out here. And that is actually really close. That is really close to where I need things to be. So it should be fairly easy even just to build a little track heading out this way and right back to my base, which is going to be perfect for when I set up all of the factory goodness out here. Now that the Elder Guardians are gone, I want to get down here and set up a Guardian Farm. So I'm going to start by getting these coordinates, 659 and minus 324. So right there. Okay. Now this is the start of the farm. Where's right now? I should be seeing chunk border right here. Awesome. And now I think what I need to do is come this way a little bit. And I forgot to bring light. Well, I need to come this way a little bit and start setting up all of the scaffolding and stuff that's going to be the base for this farm. Okay. Take my elytra off. That's okay. I'm going to put my elytra back on, and I'm going to meander over here for a minute. Obviously, I need to invisible harder because those guys did not care one little bit that I had an invisibility potion on. Not even a little. So the plan here is to build a two-dimensional guardian farm. So I'll set up nether portals all along here and in the middle and along this side. And I need to double check the dimensions here. And then heading out that way, I'm going to set up a little spawn area. And then the plan is for the guardians to get sucked into the portals, get all sorts of fried because they're fish, and that's just the best way of dealing with fish. And then all of the drops will then come back into the overworld where I will use them and craft all of the prismarine and happy sea lanterns that I have been wanting for so long. You know, this dramatic zoom would be a lot better if you could actually see me. Now, with the portals lit on the nether roof, I'm hoping that when I light these guys, right, we'll just set these guys off. When I go through here, this should take me into, hopefully, the killing chamber up here in the nether. Which it looks like it did. Wonderful. All right. And now I'm just going to sit here and get all, like, seasick and stuff. Oh, yeah. I think I have made a horrible mistake. And, see if I can get out of here. No. Nope. I am going to die here now. Yep. Death is coming for me. Yep. There I go. Death has definitely come for me. Best death ever. One death and a little bit of building later, and this is my guardian trap. So the guardians will drop out of the portal on either side, get cooked by the soul campfires, and their drops will get sucked up by the hoppers and then fed down onto the belts. Right now, they're just going to dump out here and make a big mess, which, you know, is fun too. The next thing I'm going to need to do is build up the portal up this way where all of the stuff is going to end up going. I'm not entirely sure how high up it's going to need to be, so I'm not linking with this portal and or the other portal down. It's going to be a little bit of a mess. But once I figure out where that portal needs to be placed, then I can start running the drops from here up into that portal. So I guess the next step is to get this portal in place, and we'll make sure that works. And the second portal is in place. And as you can see, I've got some mechanical belts going up to it. The way I've wired this, or I don't know, laid it out, is things are going to come out of here onto this belt. I'm going to buffer them up here just a little bit into stacks of 16, which will save a little bit of room, plus make things a little bit nicer, I think, on the other side. And then they come up here and get sucked or thrown through the portal. Now, if I zip through here, here I am at the other side of the portal that's way up in the sky. See, there's the farm down there. The items get thrown right over here. You can see these two drops here. So everything coming out of this portal is going to end up right here on these torches. So what I would need to do on this side then is to load up all of the drops and start feeding them into some form of transportation of some sort. Whether I do this up here or down there, I suppose doesn't make a huge amount of difference. What's going to be really fun is in figuring out how to take this stuff and turn it into Prismarine and Prismarine bricks and sea lanterns, because that's really the thing I really want from here. Though I like Prismarine too. Now I've got some storage set up for the Prismarine shards and crystals and, you know, fish, because I'm not entirely sure why I'm going to save the fish, but I'm going to save the fish, at least some of it. So I'm now ready to at least start collecting the drops. I don't have the farm built yet, but I've got a nice windmill here and all of this good stuff. So the next step is to go down underneath the farm there and start putting down soul sand. And that is going to take a huge amount of soul sand, and also probably a lot less in the way of armor and gear. So let me disrobe, slap in a potion of invisibility, and start placing this stuff down. Yeah, so you can see all of the happy little squids up here. Whoa, 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 breathing. I forgot about the breathing. Breathing is an important part of life, and not one that's important, that's good to forget. So what I need to do here is come down from underneath each of these. So this, there's glass there. So this one is at 659 minus 324. So 659, 324 is the corner, right? And that's, you can see it's going to pop that bubble column all the way up to the top. And I just need to get this in a nice grid all the way underneath the farm. One death later, in which I seem to have lost my pickaxe, I've got a bunch of soul sand going on here. Now, this is not a huge farm. You can make it bigger. I think ENX04 actually takes up multiple chunks, but this is definitely pushing all of the squid up into the killing area here. And you can see them, well, not quite killing area. You see them bouncing into the portals. And then what we should be seeing over here, whoa, yep, I'm not wearing my boots. What we should be seeing here is stuff getting tossed out of the portal and into the storage, which is wonderful and awesome. Yep, there it all goes. So now it's time to actually start doing something with this stuff. Okay, I stepped into the nether for just a moment. You should have seen there was a bunch of fish getting all dead over there. And yeah, you can see all of the stuff being fed into the machine here. I think I might want to put some stuff here to condense these drops. Ow, that hurt. Because I had to put hoppers instead of chutes underneath the fires to pull everything. And they drop everything straight down, unfortunately. So putting a barrel on each line with some stuff here should make this go a lot faster and just have this drop in, I don't know, drop out stacks or 16s or something. Well, I'm going to go pick up a new pickaxe and we'll see what else I can do with the farm. Well, the first farm is just about set up. This is going to be for, there we go. This is going to be for sea lanterns. So I've got, what is this over here? The crystals and the shards. And the crystals, I'll just run hoppers down here. Now, this will fill kind of slowly because it'll fill basically at one hopper until these back up. And then it'll get faster as these go. This side is a little bit of a problem because the crafting recipe puts those shards in the corners, which is just obnoxious. So I've got hoppers feeding into each corner, got some chutes in between them, partly to reduce some of the storage space and stuff being used there. Now, at the moment it's outputting here. I don't know if I like that or not, but I want to see where the smashers go, right? So in order to craft up Prismarine bricks and Prismarine blocks, I need to use a smasher in basins. And so I need to see where this output is, because I'd kind of like all of this to sort of output together. You know what I mean? So it all goes into the same place. So that's the plan anyway. Okay, let me get this smasher finished and make sure I know where everything's going to go. And all of the machinery is set up for the 2 Prismarine blocks that I'm going to be crafting here. I just need to get the signaling in place so that this stuff will start calling for materials when it needs it. And that's proving to be a little bit more of a challenge than I'd like, but I don't think it's going to be too bad. So the only place where it's a little bit of an issue is this guy over here, just because it's a little compact between these 2 vaults. But once I get that in place, these guys will smash out and spit out in here, smash out here. And on this side, I set the mechanical crafter to input directly into the vault. So that's going to be great. So let's go see if I can get this stuff crafting. And the redstone is all in place. I've got all the wireless links. Everything is chugging away. Oh, this is nice. Now, it's maybe a little slower than I'd like. This thing only generates 1 sea lantern per time through. The same with the smashers, though I've got 3 of them, which is wonderful. And I have to admit, this is kind of fun to watch when stuff comes spewing out of there. But at this point, all of the manufacturing is done. The only thing that would need to be done, and I think that's going to happen at a later date, is to actually set this thing up for a train to come through, send one of my trucks out here to pick up stuff when I need it. But as I said, I think that's going to have to wait. So we'll go ahead and call it for now. And that is going to do it for me today. I'm excited to finally be getting the sea lanterns for my base, for my storage room. And this is wonderful. If you've had fun, like the video, or, you know, even if you just made it this far, like the video, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. And I will see you next time. Until then, be excellent to each other. And this is Music Free Gaming signing off.